Hi, everybody. It's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap. And I'm still intoxicated, so Mom, go ahead and turn off this episode. You can turn it into the next one to see if I have sobered up since the next one. Because as of now, not so much. Anyways, this is Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the reality shows that we're doing is Below Deck Med. So, first of all, I've got to say that it was very classy the way that Hannah said Bobby bashing was so last week. Everyone's entitled to make mistakes. And I give her credit for that. And I just want you to know, Hannah, I was not bashing Bobby. And Bobby, I was not meant to be bashing you as well. Just wanted everyone to know I'm just giving you a viewer's perspective on what's been happening in terms of the drama between the two of you. So I just want you to know I have no ill will towards either one of you. And I think you're both fabulous, especially you, Hannah. Just saying. I'm just saying. Anyways, moving on. So today's episode of Below Deck was kind of interesting in the respect that they had Mr. Skin on the show. You know what's funny is that Below Deck, whether it's Below Deck or Below Deck Med, has had the most people associated with pornography on the show than any other reality franchise on Bravo. Well, any other reality franchise in general, but just for sure any other reality franchise on Bravo, because Bravo has the most reality franchises. And I don't think, trust me, honey, I worked in the adult industry for 6 years, so I don't understand. I mean, I definitely don't condone it. I don't condemn it at all. I'm proud of the fact that I worked in adult, and I made so many really good friends in the adult industry. In fact, I met my best friend, Brandon Baker, when I was working in the adult industry, right? But the reality is a lot of people don't think that way. Even the company that I work at now, they're like, don't tell anyone that you work in porn, that you used to work in porn. Fuck that. I didn't work in front of the camera. I have nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. But anyways, I just find that interesting. It's an interesting fact. And I also think it's interesting that out of all of the porn people in the world, it's only the straight porn people that have any money that can do the stuff like rent boats on Below Deck. Because it's not cheap. It really isn't. So, kudos to the straight porn people for having enough money to be able to do that. So, I just wanted to say that. But I will say this. So, you're watching the show and you're watching the newscast because they have their people doing their naked news. And all they're doing is bitching about the boat. That seems a little bit ungrateful, right? It's like, I'm going to pay all this money to be on this boat and I'm going to bitch about how small the boat is. Really? Because that just makes you look really shallow, and it doesn't paint you in a good light. It really doesn't. It's really unfortunate. But I don't know. The boat people probably don't give a shit because they get their money either way, whether you talk shit about their boat or not. But I just think it's a little bit disingenuous to be talking shit about the boat that you're renting. I'm just saying, right? And it's not even your boat. You're renting the boat. Let's keep that in mind, too. You're renting the boat. You're not owning the boat. If you own the boat and it was too small, that would be one thing. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, moving on. Lauren was starting to... actually, two of the stews were starting to fall apart this week. One was Bugsy, and I actually really felt bad for Bugsy because she just lost her grandmother, and it was really hard for her. And I kind of felt that because I feel like that when I lost my grandmother, and that's kind of the reason why I started this show, was because I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something with my life, better than the crap that I'm doing in my job. I wanted to actually do something that people would connect with and care with. And she didn't really watch Below Deck or any of the reality shows, but she did watch the soaps, and that's why the soaps are the main priority. But, I just wanted to reach people, because, when my grandma died, I felt like I hadn't really done anything that that she could really be proud of me for. You know, even though I've done so much stuff in my life, I have done so many crazy things in my life. It's so crazy. I got to meet Britney Spears. I got to live in Japan. I toured the world. You know, I worked on Japanese television. You know, I've done so much stuff, and I just still don't feel like it's enough. And maybe Grandma thought it was fine, right? Maybe I'm the one that has to think, okay, maybe it's me that's thinking that it's not that much. But I don't know. Anyways, going back to Below Deck, Lauren had a little mini meltdown also because, and actually, wait, before we go into Lauren, Bugsy did a really good job because she was talking about how her grandmother would have wanted her to go on with the charter and she wouldn't have wanted her to quit the charter. So I give her major credit for that because that's pretty awesome on her job, on her part, because she did her job, you know. And even if she had to take a break every now and then to go cry in the bathroom, so fucking what? Let her cry in the bathroom. Good for you, girl. Get it out. Get it out, because you don't want to be holding on to that shit for so many years. Okay. Okay, moving on to Lauren. Lauren was also having issues as well, but Lauren's issues were with Bobby. And all the shit that happened last week between Bobby and Hannah and kind of Malia, she was like, look, you know, Hannah said some stuff to me about you. It wasn't nice, but I didn't take it to be that she was talking shit about you. And Bobby just didn't understand any of that. He was like, I don't get it at all. I really don't understand. So next thing you know, Bobby's talking shit about Lauren to the deck crew. Lauren walks in and sees the deck crew talking shit about her, even though they've clammed up. She knows they're talking about her. And then she starts crying and she's like, I can't do my job because they're in my space and they're talking shit about me, blah, blah, blah. So I get it. I totally get it. And my heart goes out to you too, Lauren, because that's unfortunate, right? And then Adam, the chef, you know, he's got all these random girls on the boat, and they all have random preference sheets. Some of them are pescatarian. Some of them are vegan. Some of them are raw, can only eat raw food, right? And so he's like, first of all, I'm not a raw chef. So whenever someone wants something raw, I just kind of try to make something that they would like, I guess. So, you know, I give him credit for trying. I really do. I mean, I don't know if I could do it. You know, I'd be like, here's this carrot, enjoy. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone else is like, here's this foie gras and beurre blanc sauce and blah, 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 and you get a carrot. Right? Because that's totally how I would be. Anyways, I just thought I would throw that out there. So at the end of the episode, they were anchored to a rock. And they were kind of drifting into these cliffs that they have over in Croatia and Mediterranean Sea. And it's like, okay, Sandy's like, we're kind of getting close to those rocks. We need to figure out what the fuck's going on, okay? So they ended up having like this meeting, and then they sent Maxie. They sent Maxie out on the Tinder to push the boat away from the rocks. But Maxie's like, are you fucking kidding me? You want me to push this massive boat away with this little inflatable boat that we create and push that away from the docks? Are you joking? And they're like, no, we're serious. And that was kind of how the episode... Excuse me. That's kind of how the episode ended. Oh, I've got a little bit of snot. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, so anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for logging on today to Angel Sudsy Recap. I do appreciate it. You can follow me at Angel Benton on Twitter, and Instagram. And you can hashtag Below Deck Med to talk Below Deck Med, because you know I love talking Below Deck Med. Or Below Deck, because you know I love me some Kyle. I want to shout out to Kyle Dixon, who's become this fierce MMA fighter, and good for him. But I still will always love him because he is fierce. Just saying. Anyways, so thank you so much for logging on today. And you can hit that little subscribe button next to YouTube to subscribe to my channels, because I am so witty and hilarious. And if not, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Totally joking. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everyone that does take the time to watch these videos. So, hashtag Below Deck Med to talk Below Deck Med, and hashtag Days to talk Days of Our Lives, because that's coming up next. And have a wonderful night. Peace out, everyone. Wubba, wubba, wubba.